Bust down rolling for the hell of it. It's my time to shine, spotlights is my element. Fuck a plain Jane, don't insult my intelligence. I don't plan on selling it, so I don't see the relevance. You niggas having pawn shop nightmares. I'm light years ahead of niggas, even on a light year. Dom Perignon stain the laces of my night ears. Born poor, but I'ma die rich, nigga, life's fair.
Hold on, let's think about this. Ryan Leslie came out with an app that was direct to consumer, artist, consumer. You could even see how many fans that you have in a state to book a show and book your own show and invite all of them personally. Have you heard anything about this?
I'm going to negate that with Joyner Lucas, with La Russell.
Have you heard?
No, I haven't. But when you look at all
La
of the
Russell stuff is on streaming platforms. You know that, right?
But the whole thing is that man started by doing shows in his backyard, bro.
We
and he created a following.
There's a lot of different grinds, but what you get into and what has to happen is all artists have to follow suit.
Right.
Because if you have 95 or 98% of the artists still conforming to slavery, they don't know they free right
That's
now.
what
You feel me?
That's what I was about to tell you.
And if your consumers are not, you know, these are
Not
people
apt
who are
to
discovering
doing
your
something
music.
different.
Right.
They
Extra
all
steps.
go into the same platforms to get music from 95% of the artists. So why they gonna go now and buy your little player
Extra
or buy
steps.
your device or go subscribe to
If they're a fan, they would.
Yeah, they got it
you'll
like
get
that.
some fans that will do that.
There are
but
fans that do that.
In order for there to be change, everyone has to move
in that
together.
direction.
The short answer to your question is Spotify is more popular than my link.
I just deeply believe that there is example of artists out there that we love right now who are independent, right? Of course they use the streaming platforms to get the notoriety, right? But they're at the same time they're independent. They're not signing no major labels.
Understood.
Yeah, but being on the streaming platform is you signing to those labels because the labels own the streaming platforms.
And you're still getting a percentage.
So let's say,
your
for
work.
instance, a Sony, they make millions of dollars per day from streaming. While you as an artist probably make a few cents.
Per stream.
No, you make a fraction of a penny per stream. But while they're making millions of dollars a day, what are you making in that day? 5 cents, 25 cents, $1.25?
With a lot of spins.
That's crazy.
A lot of
Right.
spins. You come up with
BDS
$4.
spins, all that shit.
You know when I knew it was up? You know, remember that song Happy?
Yeah.
Pharrell said he made $700 from that. If I'm not mistaken.
No, I'm not jacking that, bro.
How?
From what?
He made $700 from Happy Pharrell
What do you mean?
Williams
How do you
of the
mean?
Neptunes?
What do you
Are
mean?
you fucking crazy?
Made 700 where?
In streams.
Nah, leave it in the comments, man. No,
I don't believe
I'm sorry, bro. I can't believe that. Happy
That
was
should have
everybody
streamed.
with.
Yeah,
gonna
that should have
fact
had.
check it right now.
It should have made more revenue in streams than that.
I'm just talking about at the time he
there's a
spoke
point
on
to
it.
that.
At
Well,
the time
there's a
he spoke
point.
on it, how much it generated. But it should have been way more than that at that point. Like the fact that he was beefing about, and that song was everywhere. That's what I'm, and I didn't research it at all. At that point, streaming was fairly new to me specifically. But the fact that he said that about that song that I could not fucking escape.
All right, fuck it. Everybody invest in streaming farms. Fuck it. Everybody invest in streaming farms. Because it seems like it's no way out. Unless you're doing what the stuff that you're talking about. You're booking people, you're getting people shows, you're getting the artists out there in front of the consumer. In contrast to it being virtual.
It's really all about what other things you bring to the table, like merch.
Right.
It's a business.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's a brand. So whether you have shows going on,
Got it.
apparel, merchandise, things to support your product that are tangible products that people can purchase, those are other streams of revenue.
Right.
But as far as the actual music, they made it hard out here for a pen.
I was wrong.
I got you.
I was wrong.
I knew I was right.
Pharrell made only $2,700 in songwriting royalties from 43 million plays of Happy.
Damn, that's crazy. That's
43
still bad.
million
that's
records.
that's
Wow.
the point. But the
It
label,
really ain't no difference. You're right, man. It really ain't no difference.
What-
I'm
what- how
sorry.
many
I'm
streams
sorry,
it
brother.
had?
43 million.
43
Okay,
million.
so out of those 43 million, there's a real royalty rate that the labels collect per spin. But you ain't getting none of that.
You don't even know how
You're
much
getting pennies
spin
to the
is.
dollar.
Right. You're getting
Right. You
pennies.
don't even know the total sum.
Yeah, you don't even know. That's
Right.
fucked
Because
up.
not
it
out
varies
there.
from day to day. Guru explained it to us. It's about how many people, how many artists are actually in the pool. They're all splitting a percent. The more come in, the more that number gets busted up. So that's what it's all about. He explained it to us. Go back and watch the episode with Guru. I know it's long as hell.
Yeah.
But go back and watch that episode. He actually explained the entire thing. He didn't agree with it. He's not cool with it, but he actually explained to you how it works. And it's in an episode. Go back and watch the Guru episode.
That's crazy.
It's right there.
Well, that's the whole point, man. It's like modern day slavery for real, for real. Like, we're all working to make these people millions of dollars every day. They getting rich hand over fist. And we better go do some shows or sell some merch.
Merch actually got a lot of niggas rich too.
Well, it got you
Merchandise.
something, but it doesn't get you what they get. Like
Yeah.
you can't keep up. They built the game. They're not supposed to build it to benefit anybody else but them. That's why I keep trying to explain to people.
That's my question now. Like, they have a lot of new artists, right? And they all acting super rich. Where they getting this bread from? You understand? They got the money like this, the money like this. Where y'all getting all this bread from that y'all disposable cash like that? That's not from streaming.
Well, there's a lot of merch sales. There's a lot of show. What you're looking at is a lot of show money.
Show money.
A lot of merch sales, which adds up. Little other endorsements that they managed to get their hands on, which
Walkthroughs.
wasn't really popping in the 80s and
Walkthroughs,
90s.
appearances,
Walkthroughs,
features.
appearances, features, which is a
They
lot
have
of cash.
They actually
A
had
lot
to
of
work
cash.
twice, 10 times as hard to equal up to have the same type of success as a rapper in the 90s.
There you go.
Moving a
They
lot
working
more stuff.
harder instead of smarter.
But then, well, I mean, and now let's not forget that there are other avenues open to them to getting to the bread. You got turned down for an endorsement deal, but Travis Scott has a McDonald's. He's got his own sandwich.
Right.
He had a show on Fortnite.
Yeah. Then there's that, and there's like whole video game world.
So the
is
commercial
streaming.
world is now open to more endorsements and deals with artists.
because
Right.
everybody wants
collaborate
to get,
and to
everybody
rap.
wants to make more. Everybody wants to increase their bottom line, and it's not about what we need to remember. It's never about, for them, it's never about culture. It's always about business. You're a cultural advocate. The things you do, the way you talk, the way you get down between the community, mental health, and the way you advocate for generations, your generation and before, you're a cultural advocate. You care about culture first. I've heard the beefs that you had with the whole 50th anniversary thing, right? That's all cultural. You were upset because there are a lot of people from outside coming into the culture and making a lot of money and not spreading it the way they should have.
Well, what was an example of that?
An example are these concerts that they put on and they charging the audience like $1 million a ticket. Right? And then they're only putting certain artists on the bill. Like, there's plenty of artists that contributed to this 50 years of hip hop that are right here, even in the city.
Right.
Because it started here. But they're not even doing that. Like, I ain't even barely see Curtis Blow, you know what I'm saying? That type of thing. Like, much less myself, because it ain't really about me. It's about, once again, the culture. So if you celebrating the culture, let's see the culture. There's a lot of artists they don't even call on because they don't feel that they are marketable or
Ticket
relevant.
sellers.
Relevant now.
Right.
You understand? Or even relevant in history. There's a lot of people that are a big part of history they're not even talking about. You feel me? So that's the thing. And if you're gonna do it for real. You're gonna tell a story, tell a real story. You're gonna try to write history, speak facts. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. So it's really just the continued financial abuse. You know, just putting the money where you see fit, where you think who deserves it, who can sell out these seats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The story. Like they did some shit on television, something televised. Like it's really based on who's curating it. And some people is just still haters. You understand? Some people want to own shit. Some people want to put their name on everything and act like they are the culture. Right. You know, they want to act like they are the GOATs when they actually the Baphomets. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to understand that part.
So who, specifically, what are the misinformation, or what were the misguided information that you observed?
The greatest feeling in the world was holding my own gun. I'm hypertensive, but all my decisions been wholesome. My independence had me flipping on siblings I stole from. Said I'm just big and loud. Well, £0.5 pound is my silent treatment. I punched out plugs I could've stopped from eating.
Stash of the product, shy nigga got a gun in the mask in the grass, it's a pop-up. I was Robin Hood with the stock, don't get shot up. Now I'm watching Robin Hood and my stocks, they just shot up.